Hey guys, OGalbina here, bringing you guys our BBR Season 3, I believe it's Season 3 BBR, Week 1 battle against QSN and his Texas Zygardes. I believe that's how you say his thing. That'd be interesting if it was Kusin, or but regardless. This is going to be Week 1 of the BBR. I'm very nervous. I really want to have a bounce back season. We had a very unfortunate season last season. But I think we played well, just very unlucky throughout the season. I'm hoping to kind of hopefully take luck into my own hands and be able to put myself in a position to not be hacked out and things like that. And I think we definitely have a really fun team this season, and I actually really do enjoy our matchup for the most part in Week 1. But definitely go check out my opponent in the description below. Him and all the other coaches will be linked. And if this is your first time catching one of our videos, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that sub button. It's really easy, completely free, and you can always change your mind later. I'd appreciate the support. We are pushing towards 400 by the end of the year. So again, I would very much so appreciate that. Now, with that being said, I do want to do a quick little team builder. We got these nice slides in front of you. So if you want to skip ahead to the battle, I will put a timestamp on screen. So definitely go ahead and jump ahead to that. But I do implore you to check out the team because, again, these slides are beautiful. Big shouts out to my buddy Odds R for letting me use these and obviously, tailoring them to my liking and my teams and stuff like that. And it gives you good background knowledge going into the match, knowing what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it. So, you can be that much more informed and involved as we jump into it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. Our team, if you haven't caught the draft analysis, go watch it. Consists of Celesteela, Latias, Cinderace, Blaze, we cannot use Libero, Crocodile, Lantern, Licky, Crustle, Drifblim, Garbodor, Shiinotic, and Throw. While our opponent's team consists of Garchomp, Volcanion, Buzzwole, Mimikyu, Bronzong, Hitmonchan, Pincurchin, Abomasnow, Luxray, Rotomfant, and Lopunny. Now, I really like our matchup. I won't lie. I feel like we have phenomenal defensive counterplay to a good majority of what my opponent can bring. The one thing that does terrify me, though, is Garchomp. I am terrified of a Swords Dance Scale Shot set with Scale Shot, Earthquake, and Fire Fang. I feel like that can just absolutely rip me. Absolutely rip me. So we're going to have to play very careful and hopefully put ourselves in a position where we never let that thing set up for free. That's going to be my main goal in this matchup. Never let that thing set up for free. And I think we did tailor a team in which that can, be achieved. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our first mon. We're going to have Celesteela rocking out with the leftovers. Beast Boost as its ability. Flash Cannon, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, and Protect. 248 HP, 108 Defense, 4 Speed F, and 148 Speed with a bold nature. Now this Pokemon, I believe we are creeping no speed Buzzwole. I could be completely wrong on that. I should have written down my notes for the thing. And then we just pretty much went max HP and the rest in Fizz Def. This is a great check to pretty much all of his physical offense. It checks the hell out of Mimikyu. It checks the hell out of Buzzwole. It does decently soft check Garchomp, though Garchomp isn't going to be 2-hit KO by our Flash Cannon. So that can be very scary if it is an SD set, which is why I said we gotta be careful around that thing. And then Leech Seed is just super free to spread around. We check Hitmonchan. We wall Bronzong pretty much forever. Even if it is an annoying body press set, we should be able to beat it 1v1 in all honesty. We check things like Abomasnow. There is triple electric on this team, but funny enough, I think Celesteela has a phenomenal matchup. It's going to be very hard for my opponent to break through that monster, in all honesty. But jumping on to the next Pokemon, we have our Latias. Phenomenal win con this week. This week we are rocking out with the Haban Berry. Levitate is its ability, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and Recover. 156 HP. 12 defense, 140 special attack, 4 super def, and 196 speed with a timid nature. Now this Pokemon, if you look at my opponent's team, he does not have a dark type. However, I did not feel super comfortable in going with a mono psychic setup set because I did want ways to break through Bronzong, because I do think Bronzong can potentially be like a toxic set. I think I want a way to immediately pressure and, knock out that Mimikyu at +1 after a little bit of chips and rocks and stuff like that after the disguise is broken. So I figured Shadow Ball would be nice. Psychic is incredibly spammable. Once we get the +1, we also outspeed the entirety of my opponent's team, which is awesome. I'm not really too worried about the Lopunny, in all honesty, so we should be fine, minus maybe some Thunder Wave shenanigans, but we do have Cleric support later on the team. We are a very incredibly bulky Pokemon. This is going to be our main switch into things like Volcanion, and things like Hitmonchan we can check pretty well, as long as we don't, get hit with that Ice Punch on the switch. But regardless, it's very, very good. It can eat a hit from pretty much anything. Habanless to a Garchomp hit, and typically I'm not a big fan of having a lure set on a mon that I can't just Oko the opposing Pokemon with, but I figured in this instance it would be fine because I didn't really need another item, and I liked the Haban Berry to potentially chew one, Scale Shot or Dragon Claw or Outrage from that Garchomp because it is so damn scary versus our team. And if we get a little bit of chip plus a +1 psychic, it may even be in range, and this will also let us, if we're at +1, if this thing comes in and tries to set up on us because we've revealed our moveset and it knows we doesn't have a dragon move, it'll allow us to 2-hit KO that thing, obviously, which is again very, very nice in this instance. So that's gonna be Latias. Next up we have Cinderace rocking out the heavy duty boots. Blaze is its ability, Pyro Ball, U-turn, Super Fang, and Taunt. 28 HP, 228 attack, 4 defense, 4 speed F, and 244 speed with an adamant nature. Yet another Pokemon that can outspeed the entirety of my opponent's team. They do have 2 good pivots into it, being Garchomp and Volcanion, but I can always grab momentum with U-turn. I can catch them with a Super Fang and chip down half of their health, which is amazing for those Pokemon that do not have any recovery. Taunt allows me to stop things like Bronzong from being annoying. Allows me to stop Garchomp from setting up an last-ditch effort, which is awesome. It allows me to, you know, stop a bulk-up Buzzwole from getting super, super out of hand. It allows me to stop a Mimikyu from setting up a Swords Dance, in case we miss like a Pyro Ball or something like that. So I figured it would be incredibly, incredibly important to have that Super Fang just chip down with Fire Resist. And then other than that, Adamant Pyro Ball hits my opponent's team really, really, really hard. They do not appreciate switching in, minus the Volcanion, but again, we do have sufficient momentum and switch-ins to that thing. And then any chip on Garchomp is good chip. Any chip on Garchomp is good chip, especially if we start getting chipped down, maybe put in a Blaze range. Now the thing really wants to switch into this thing. So I think Cinderace is great to control this matchup because of how slow my opponent's team is. Again, I don't think I'm creeping Lopunny, and maybe that'll be my downfall because I don't think it's a real Pokemon. But, you know, regardless, I think we should be okay. Yeah, we're creeping max speed Garchomp. And again, the thing I'm most worried about with Lopunny is it coming to be a ghost immunity to my Wincon, which you'll see a little bit later on, and it potentially throwing off like annoying Thunder Waves or something like that. And if it does that, so be it. Again, I do have Cleric support later on. Next up, we have our Crocodile rocking out the leftovers. Intimidate its ability, knock off Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. 180 HP, 108 attack, 4 defense, 4 speed def, and 212 speed with a Jolly nature. Now this Pokemon is just a great rock in this game. It's a nice Intimidate pivot to slow down things like Garchomp if, you know, need be, the Mimikyu, things like that. It gives us good rocks this game. It gives us a good way of revenging a non-choice Scarfed Volcanion, which is awesome. We can obviously knock off that Bronzong, do a lot of damage to that. It gives us an electric immunity versus 3 electric types, which I think is also very important, and something that can spread toxics on annoying things like Volcanion, making our Cinderace much better, making our Celesteela much better, because if we can catch a leech on that thing, as a switch in, it's already toxic, we leech, it takes the leech, it takes the toxic, then we protect, and it takes another turn of that, and it's getting really, really chipped down. So I think it really complements our team very, very well, and, you know, wearing things down. So that's obviously going to be very solid, and obviously rocks are rocks, and they're very important in securing some rolls and things like that. So I figured it would be nice to have. Pretty straightforward Pokemon though this week. Just a nice Intimidate pivot. It's going to be bulky, it's going to be annoying, and it's going to give me an electric immunity to the triple electrics my opponent is rocking out with. Next up, we have Drifblim, and I'm very, very excited about this. This is going to be our Wincon this week. We have Drifblim with the KEE Berry. Unburden as its ability, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, Strength Step, and Icy Wind, 12 HP, 188 defense, 68 special attack, 28 speed def, and 212 speed with a bold nature. This Pokemon goes crazy. My opponent, again, does not have a dark type, and their ghost immunity is Lopunny, which I personally just don't think is a very good Pokemon. It's not something I respect all too much. Now, the KEE Berry, if you don't know what that does, upon taking a physical attack and taking contact from a move, it will, 1, proc the KEE Berry and boost my defense by 1 stage, and 2, it'll let my Unburden happen, which means I will have +2 speed. I will outspeed the entirety of my opponent's team, which is, again, literally amazing. And once we get up a Calm Mind, and once we get our KEE Berry proc, there's not much that can really take us on, especially if we have that Mimikyu, and its disguise broken. And again, we have a Celesteela and a Cinderace and a bunch of things like that that can take on Mimikyu and a Garbodor that, you know, are great checks to that thing. So it could not even come, in all honesty. Again, I can definitely see it coming. I don't think it's the worst Pokemon version of me, but regardless, I'm not super worried in that sense. We have Strength Step for recovery and to better take on those physical threats, things like Garchomp and Buzzwole and things like that. Hitmonchan as well, to where even if we switch in on a coverage move, we will live one of them. We'll have our KEE Berry proc, we'll get a boosted defense, and then we Strength Sap as we outspeed them, and then they're not breaking through us. Literally ever. It's just not going to happen, which again, absolutely amazing. I'm very, very excited to try and position this Pokemon for the end game, and I think we can definitely do it if we play smart. And then lastly, we have Lantern rounding off the team, kind of shoring up our defensive core. Rocking out the Sugar Berry, Volt Absorb is its ability, Scald, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, and Heal Bell. EVs wise, we got 156 HP, 252 defense, and 100 speed with a bold nature. This Pokemon is a great pivot into things like Volcanion. It's a great Garchomp lure. We will take a +2 Earthquake unless it is Life Orb. I believe we always take that. We have enough speed. I believe we hit the same speed stat as Big Selly. Yeah, so I believe we're creeping a no-speed Buzzwole and getting off a clutch fast Scald on that thing could be genuinely amazing. We can Volt Switch on pretty much the entirety of my opponent's team. Their ground type is Garchomp, and if I force that thing in, or I catch it with a Scald, or obviously an Ice Beam the turn after, I'm going to be in a much better spot. So I think Lantern's a great bulky pivot, and it gives me Cleric support for things like Latias, for things like Drifblim, in case we do get, you know, like Toxic or Burned or Thunder Wave by that random Lopunny coming or something like that. So I think our team is very, very solid overall. I'm very excited to use it. And yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the battle. All right, guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with QSN. Let's see what he elected to bring and all that good stuff. Definitely nervous, won't lie to you. Immensely nervous, but hopefully we can start off the season on the right foot and be able to push on from there. Yeah, definitely go check out my opponent in the description below if you haven't done so already. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy, and I'm assuming he's doing an intro. I don't know exactly if he's doing team builders before, if he's going over full team while he's in this particular screen, so maybe we started it too early. But yeah, if that's the case, this is taking a minute, so I will cut right back when we start the game. All right, guys, here we are with the battle. We can see the 6 that he brought, and one of them being Lopunny. He brought Lopunny. Okay. So we have Volcanion, Garchomp, Buzzwole. I don't know where I read those out of order. Mimikyu, Lop, and Luxray. Okay, as I mess up my face cam. Of course I did. This gives me, like, no time to pick my lead, but that's okay. Boom. Okay. Now, as for leads, what we want to lead and all that good stuff, as it's totally not fixed. Oh my goodness. Still have time. It's whatever. Don't get stressed over time, Owen. Game hasn't started. Okay. So, as for what we want to lead, I think a pretty safe lead is honestly going to be our Lantern. We can Volt Switch on anything. If he leads his Garchomp, that's, honestly, completely fine. Like, literally completely fine. So, that's what we'll go with. We will lead with our, what do you call it? Our Sugarberry, Lantern. If he wants to stay in and, you know, Earthquake us or get up his rocks, we'll be able to Ice Beam him in the face, and that'll obviously be phenomenal. So again, good luck, have fun to my opponent. And hopefully we can take this one home. So it's going to be Best Bunny. This thing, I don't know what you do. I'll be honest, I said it in my team builder. I didn't prep for this Pokemon. So in my head, it shouldn't really be able to do too much to us. Can't Thunder Wave us. Kind of toxic. That's fine. So he did Toxic us. That's our Lantern Toxic, but again, we do have Heal Bell support in the back, so I'm not super worried about that. And any damage is nice damage, I suppose. Based on that damage, don't know much. I don't know much. Now, as for potential options for me to go into right here, I could go into my Cinderace with a fat U-turn. Because Pyro Ball does potentially knock him out, and it covers any switch into Garchomp or Volcanion or anything like that. And if he stays in, I just go right back onto my Lantern. I don't think this thing can really do anything to me. If he Thunder Waves, that's completely fine, because I can always just, what do you call it, Heal Bell it off. So we are going to bring in our Cinderace. He could also scout for a fighting move, potentially go into his Mimikyu. If we break that thing's disguise, that's absolutely amazing. So not in the worst position here. We're not in the worst position here. So let's go ahead and click on U-turn. Click our U-turn. Get on out of there. And hopefully be in a decent spot. Hopefully be in a decent spot. So he's going to withdraw. That's fine. Nice and free. U-turn. Chomper's just going to come out. Fine. Once again, we are going to U-turn. Take a little bit of rough skin. Whatever. Take any Rocky Helmet? We do. So he's defensive Chomp. That's honestly great to see. Now, part of me wants to go into Bathwater. and throw off an Ice Beam. Expecting him to want to stay in. Maybe thinking we're misclicking. Something like that. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. If I can catch this lure, I'm in an amazing spot. So we're going to take a little bit of Poison Chip. He's not going to see leftovers, so he may think we're Scarf. That's honestly fine as well. That's honestly fine as well. So I am going to Ice Beam. And hopefully Lantern can do its job here. Hopefully Lantern can do its job. That'd be absolutely amazing. We do need to chip down that Lopunny in order to win with our, what do you call it? Our Drifblim. That's going to be incredibly important. So he's going to switch. He's going to, obviously, he's got Ice Beam. To be fair. SpongeBob. Evil Canyon. Okay. So we are going to Ice Beam. Do nothing. It's going to be leftovers. Hey, Dad, I'm recording right now. I sent you a text. I'll be out in a minute. But this is fine. We are Shuka. I think I'm just going to get a free Volt out. Maybe get in my Crook. Get up rocks. We are faster, so I crept no speed Volcanion. On purpose. So that tells me he's no speed. Well, I crept no speed, what do you call it, actually? Regardless, I'm going Latios. I think it's a pretty free option for me at this point. Something I want to potentially do is just throw off a Psychic. He's going to sub. Yeah, I'm going to throw off a Psychic then. I want to make sure to a max HP Volcanion. If we break it sub with Psychic, we are pretty decently offensive. So we should. Yeah, in all honesty, yeah. It definitely is. Unless he's max for death. If he is, then so be it. Latias is going to click Psychic, break the thing sub. It could be sub-toxic, but again, we have Heal Bell support in the back with Lantern. He's going to Toxic. He is going to hit. Again, that's fine. My opponent's Psychic Resist does not exist, so I'm going to stay in and click it again. If he's sub-toxic Protect, that means he's probably Steam Eruption as his last move. Honestly, that's completely fine with me. I am just going to click Psychic, though. There is not a resist on my opponent's team. It's going to withdraw. I'll get big damage off on, like, literally whatever comes in. It's going to be hard Buzzwole. That's amazing. Okay, well, free Psychic. Which is, again, amazing. He's not going to take any chip. This thing could be Scarf, though. I want to see how much Latios does to max HP Buzzwole. Oh, he's like max for death. Or he's AV. I'm clicking Psychic again. He's like max for death. There's no way you're max for death, Scarf. Okay, well, he's going to switch. He's going to give me more damage on whatever. Blue is Luxray. Okay, I'll take that. Psychic's going to pop. Crit. Sorry about that, man. I apologize. And he is going to be Flame Orb. Again, that's completely fine. I'm going to click Psychic. I'm going to claim my KO here, if at all humanly possible. I don't think this thing gets, like, Sucker Punch or anything like that. We will be faster than it. We're creeping a max speed Garchomp. Gonna withdraw. He's gonna keep giving me damage on things. Mimikyu. I think I go hard Celesteela on this thing. There's literally no reason for me not to click Psychic in that instance, so... Great. It's absolutely phenomenal, actually. So, he's gonna take a little bit of damage. We're gonna take a little bit more Toxic, but again, we do have Heal Bell in the back. So, like, I'm not super worried. I'm gonna go right into my Celesteela. Covers a Shadow Sneak. Covers pretty much anything, on all honesty. If he Swords Dances, we'll chew a hit. Very easily. Right, so he's gonna sneak. It's fine. Gonna absolutely bounce off of us. He is Life Orb, which is also good to know. Part of me wants to Leech Seed too on his switch. That covers a lot more. I'm gonna Leech. Covers the Volcanion coming into where it can't sub on me. So, provided I hit this, I'm in a good spot. SpongeBob, I think that is Volcanion. Now, I'd love to hit. Do. Phenomenal. And I think this is my opportunity to go into Lantern and get off my Heal Bell. We are Shuka, so nothing that thing does will kill us. If he's Earth Power, if he's like Sub, Steam Eruption, Toxic, Earth Power, we'll be able to chew that. And I think getting off my Heal Bell is the most important thing at this point. And once this thing goes down, I think Selly like walls almost everything on my opponent's team. So, hard out into Mr. Bathwater we go. And we're going to click Heal Bell. If he makes a double, phenomenal play. Got me. But I don't know if he's in a position to. We are fast in that thing also, which is good to know. If it really comes down to it, we really need to get off that hit. He's going to body press. Should eat this, right? Yeah, you do. So, he's going to get lefties back, which is honestly fine. But I'm going to Heal Bell. I'm going to take a little bit of Poison Chip, but I'm also getting a little bit back from the Leech Seed, which is also phenomenal. So there goes a little bit of health. We know we are faster than this thing, unless that was a speed tie before. I'm just going to click Heal Bell. I think getting the Toxic off on my Latias is paramount at this point. And it covers a switch into literally anything. So he is going to switch out into blue, which is Luxray. You guts. This thing is pretty darn fast. Now, I don't have great switch instance. I am decently fast. Am I faster than Adamant? No. What do I have to switch into this thing? I got Crocodile. We won't die to a hit. I'll get my rocks. Crocodile is gonna come out. Intimidate this thing. So it's gonna come out. That's fine. I don't think this will even 2-hit KO us. It won't. And if we go down here to like a roll on a Facade, so be it. I think my rocks are way more important at this point. So we're gonna get up our Stealth Rocks. He wants to sack this thing off. So be it. That's fine. He should be dead to Rocks plus Burn at the very least too. Buzzwole is gonna come out. I am pretty sure that this thing is Assault Vest. Based on the damage I did prior with my Latias, he could either be Assault Vest or like Max Spadef. One of the two. He hasn't shown us lefties. I will keep this thing around for the Intimidate. I think that's important. And I think I'm actually going to make the Cinderace play. And I think I have a very, very free Pyro Ball. It's a nice little middle ground. Yeah, and he won't get much health back from me like this. We're slowly getting put into range of Blaze, which is also very nice. My opponent does not have a Blaze Pyro Ball switch in very well, especially with the Volcanion being so chipped. I don't think we're in Blaze right now. Let me check. No, we're not in Blaze yet. He's going to switch. I'm fine with just throwing off a Pyro Ball here, though. Chomp can come out. That's honestly fine. Pyro Ball's going to pop. That might be a... Oh, we get the burn. I'm so sorry, man. That's very unlucky. I think that actually puts him into a KO range, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, that's very tough. I'm sorry, man. So we're going to go for yet another Pyro Ball. Cinderace might pick up its first. I think it'll at least put it in range of burn. So it doesn't knock it out. He's going to get up his rocks. And honestly, that's completely fine with me. So, biggest threat to our team He was a defensive set, but in my head, biggest threat to our team is gone. I could have taunted him there, but I didn't think the risk versus reward was very smart there. So yeah, we're gonna click that. Being a decent spot of Rooshkis. And we'll go from there. Now, let's see a Life Orb Mimikyu. He's gonna go Volcanion. At level 50. We don't knock this thing out, but I'm gonna U-turn regardless. I have boots, so this thing still has its value. It's very defensive. Fireball might have knocked it out from there, actually. So maybe we should have gone for that. But I don't think that Lantern has all that much use anymore anyways. So I can go into that. And if he goes for a Water-type move, I'll heal some health. Wait, I won't heal some health back because I think I'm Volt Absorb. You can't sub. So that's nice. I get a very free Volt switch off. Literally 0 drawback. So I am going to Volt right here. Grab me some momentum. We are able to knock out the Volcanion, which is awesome. Awesome. And I don't know what my opponent has to beat my Celesteela now. Vulcan, Garchomp are gone. We have Luxray, which dies to Rock Split Burn. Buzzwole loses to it because we are fast. Oh, we might be faster. And Lop should also lose to me. So that's what I'm going to go into. And maybe it can do it. Because I don't know what he goes into to beat this. At least initially. We are defensive too, so like a Buzzwole Fire Punch. Let's just say he's Fire Punch. Could also be like Thunder Punch or something, you know, too. If he's not attack invested... Oh, that's my Cinderace. Oops, I was like, why does it do so little? Okay, yeah, so I just protect here. Nice and protect. This thing will die. We won't get our Beast Boost, but I don't care too much about that, in all honesty. We should be able to nab it on, like, literally everything else. So, Celesteela might be able to do it on its own right here. We'll see, though. We will see. I'm just going to protect, though. Literally 0 drawback. This thing dies to its burn. This next turn. Facade. Do not have an electric move. I use predicting the switch. Regardless, it's fine. We're going to get a little lefties back, and this thing will go down. That should be a kill for Celesteela. So that is going to be a kill for Celesteela. Very nice, very nice. And then from here, he can go into his Buzzwole. I will flamethrower that thing in the face if it is not fast. It is a slow Buzzwole. We are creeping 0 speed. He's going to go into Best Bunny, and this also puts me in a position for my Drifblim to potentially put in some work. So, regardless, I'm just going to Flash Cannon this thing. I don't think it can do anything to us. It's kind of close combat. So this is going to literally bounce. Is that Life Orb? Is that Life Orb? A ton. Yeah, well, we're going to get like a million defense boost here, so... Yeah, well, I'm going to... I'm going to... I think just Flamethrower. Like, I could protect to get one more turn of lefties, but, like, I don't think it matters. I wish that would have killed. Only we were, like, Air Slash or something. I mean, I guess Air Slash doesn't make it... This isn't a Mega Lopunny. This is a regular Lopunny. And I just attack what's in front of me until Celesteela goes down, I think. I Flamethrower the Buzzwole. I, Flash Cannon the Mimikyu. If Mimikyu comes in and breaks me down into Buzzwole range, I always have my defensive... I always have my Drifblim, which is also very nice. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. And if he gives me Mimikyu, I think Latias wins as well. Buzzwole. There's going to be Buzzwole. I want to go Drifblim. really bad. I'm gonna go Drifblim. Let the hit. Why not? I'm gonna go Drifblim. I want it to work. I want it to work. So we're gonna go Cooper Taker. My boy. He Thunder Punches us. Great. Drain Punch. It's fine. I am just going to Shadow Ball this thing. If I don't knock it out because it's AV, oh well. So we will be faster. Good to know. He's going to Ice Punch me. Should live this pretty comfortably. Don't freeze me. We're going to eat our Key Berry. Oh, we're going to get the defense boost. We're going to be fast. So I think we do actually get the Drifblim to work here. I'm going to Strength Sap. I'm going to Strength Sap. Yeah, so down goes Buzzwole's attack, and up goes my HP. All the way back up to full. And I think I'm just going to attack this thing. I don't want to play around too much. Sneak will never knock us out from the Mimikyu, and after Rocks, I think it's in range of a Shadow Ball. So there's no reason to play around and like go greedy and go for Calm Minds and stuff like that. So this thing will definitely be in Shadow Ball range. If it's not, then I'll just Shrink Step the next turn. It is. Down goes Buzzwole. So I think we might have gotten the Drifblim sweep. Mini sweep, I guess. It was only 2 Mons. But we are going to just Shadow Ball this thing. And I think we should be fine. I think. It is Life Orb, so like this Sneak won't kill us. And we're gonna be faster. If he doesn't know we get Unburdened too, he might go for like a Shadow Claw or something. But Shadow Ball should be able to pick this thing off, and we should have a cool victory. A nice 6-0 to start off the season. I'm thinking. But, he's definitely thinking. I don't know if he knows that Drifblim gets Unburdened. It's not a mon you see very often in draft. He must not. So we're going to outspeed. We are going to Shadow Ball the Mimikyu. Down it goes, and that is going to be a nice 6-0 win for us in week 1. GG's to QSN. Definitely go check them out in the description below. Great start to the season for us. I'm very excited to use this team. I really like it. I think the defensive backbone is great, and I think it really showed that game. Even with, status fam trying to toxic down our fatter mons, if we just position ourselves correctly and get off a heal bell here or there, if we have Licky to either heal bell or wish up our team, which didn't come this week, but, obviously can, we'll be in a pretty good spot. But, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you're new here, go ahead and hit sub so you can catch our battles as they go up each and every week. Plenty of other content going up besides the BBR as well, though. But that being said, guys, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.